What's up, guys? Harvey here from Hutch's Welding. Today we got a very special guest, a good friend of ours from Design Canopy. We're going to be showing you the new Accuair ECU upgrade. It's their latest and greatest. Anthony was having some issues with his, so he upgraded to the new one. And we're also going to be showing you how he modified his existing ECU bracket in order to work with the new ECUs.
Got a little update for Accuair. The new Accuair ECU. It had a little baggie adhered to the bottom with the hardware. I already opened this. What's cool about this kit is they have these templates for anything that's mounted. So that's actually the side view and the bottom view, and it's to scale so that you have all the measurements and can properly drill holes or machine whatever. And that applies to, there's the bottom and the mounting holes on the side. The only thing negative about this, these holes are threaded, but they're really close to the bottom piece. So unless you're threading, like using these to tighten and putting the bracket on the outside, it's gonna be rough. That's my point. You're not gonna have much material to thread into. So I'm opting to do something different. I am going to use my pre-existing bracket, and I've already made my measurements. I thought of a couple options of welding a piece up to here, but I realized that no matter what, whether I weld a piece up here or use this pre-existing piece, it's going to end up being in the same vertical position anyway. So what I'm going to do is mount this here on the edge of this piece, and then we'll just keep enough to put some threaded rod. I'm gonna get threaded rod and then nut it on the back side and just keep enough of this tab to do that. So it'll be all of this will go, and all of this material here will go. That way you can still get all your harnesses put on. The pre-existing ECU, which is the second one I've gotten, I had the original and then I got the HD version, which is the stainless one. It started acting crazy. It's part of what this beginning intro is about. I wanted to explain what's going on. So I went on a trip. I came home the next day. I was out in my garage and it just aired out on its own. Key off. I hadn't even touched it all day. And it had gotten cold outside. And so I went over and looked, and the keypad was lit up and the all down button was flashing. That happened 3 or 4 more times. Other behaviors, when I would turn the key on, it would do that same behavior. You can interrupt it right away and then it would stop. The other things it was doing was all of the individual corner controls would just turn red, or you'd hit a preset and only one side would work, or controller would flash a bunch of times and then just shut off. So I reached out to Accuair to find out what kind of programming would make the all down button flash, and they were like, I don't know, that I've never heard of that before. So I want to emphasize that this is pre-existing and it was known to have problems. They had already warranted this with this HD one because the original one had issues as well. So this is the revamped version created by the new owners, who have nothing to do with what's going on here. They implemented a bunch of improvements and changes and features to this, so it's a much better unit. It's also got a nice weight to it. It's all anodized aluminum on the outside. So we'll get this mounted up. I'll show you the interim. So we've got it mounted. I just kind of tapered it in the outward back here so that I could retain this mounting point, and we cleaned it all up. You can see I just got a little more cleanup to do, and I'll paint it, and I'm also going to buy some socket head fasteners. But for now this worked, and I had these spacers from an actual wall, like TV mounting unit. They work perfectly and they create just enough of a gap look, and no rocking because of that. Good surface to mount on. We're good. I'm pretty sure we have clearance to put harnesses on. I might take that down just a little bit more now that I've got the holes in and know how much material I have left. Here it is, back together. Cleaned up, all painted. We're gonna throw this on and get it calibrated. All right, we got it installed, and I wanted to take a minute to make a quick video of the actual app. There's not a lot of documentation on it. When you sign up in the app, it'll ask you to connect via Bluetooth, and it has a PIN code you can put in to protect it, so you have to have the code to be able to connect. It's full RGB on the display, so you can literally just set it and change the color. While it's parked, you can have it flash for 24 hours, or stay on, or you can have it off. And it's pretty cool that, you know, it's full RGB, and it has these actual input fields, so you can match it to your logo if you want. And then it has a brightness slider, so we'll put it back to kind of where it needs to be. The color's off because 2 displays, but anyways, it is a little buggy, but it's not horrible. One thing I wanted to mention is that I had run the calibration from here initially, and it kind of failed because the range for the Bluetooth is very small in my experience. Every time if I walk like a parking space away, it disconnects, and it interrupted the calibration as far as I could tell, because at the end it showed the preset 2 lit up like it had completed, but the position 1 was not 10%. It was like really high, and then, you know, position 2 was higher than that, and position 3 was like basically maxed out, and the truck was like crooked. When I tried to set my own presets, they didn't save. So I re-initiated the calibration with the touchpad, and then it all worked properly. Another cool feature is that all the touchpad interface controls for like ride height on start, or the tank pressures and that kind of thing, you can do through here, so that's very useful. And then you go and it's got 3 displays: a manual mode, manual and presets, or just the presets. And I have ride height sensors, so all this works. The other cool thing I found out is that it works when the vehicle's off. So I didn't know, and then someone asked me at a show, and I was like, okay, well, let's try it. And so you do not need your vehicle running in order to use this stuff. And it's flashing because I need to put air in it from the previous video I made, but you get the idea. So I thought it was worth making one more clip really quick to let you know that this does have like updates, both, you know, the app, but also firmware, I believe, because one of the times I connected, it actually updated and like reboot. So that's another great feature of having this new ECU. That's it. If you have any questions, put them in the comments and we'll answer them for you.
All right, so that was Anthony with his Duramax powered 57 Chevy with the new Accuair ECU. If you guys don't know already, we are an Accuair dealer, so if you guys have any questions on any of the Accuair products, feel free to give us a shout. We'll be happy to help you out with any kind of questions and air management that you need. So hope you enjoyed the video, and stay tuned for more. Bye.